వెనక ఫార్వర్డ్ బ్యాక్, ఇది బ్యాక్, నెక్స్ట్ ఫార్వర్డ్, పెన్సిల్ తెలియదు కదా అబ్బాయి. అంటే remote సార్. Online students, just check everything is okay. Audio, video. Anyone reply? Hope it should be fine. Anyone? Kalyani, Anudeep, Rupa. All good to go. Yes, before we go to sociology discussion, all let. So let me ask a very simple question, basic question. From today morning to till we came to class, just list out what all you have done. Oh my God, what difficult question you are asking, sir. Come on, dear. Today morning you got up at what time? 10 o'clock? 7 or 6. So from 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, just list out what all activities that you have done till now. Studying, sleep. No brushing at all? Oh, oh my God. Okay. Brushing, after that, cleaning, after that, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Yes? So who told you to dress like this? Come on, how did you learn the habit of the dressing? I hope online students also are wearing some dress. So I hope. So how did we learn the habit of dressing? From parents, correct? Over a period of time. She said something, sir, eating. With which hand we have to eat, right hand or left hand? It depends. It depends upon the habits of the person, correct? Again. So how did you come to the class? What is the mode of transportation? By walk, by two-wheeler, by four-wheeler. Yes. So can we say that every day as a human being, we are interacting with so many people? Yes. So take your own example. When you are in hostel, how you behave different? When you're in the class, how you behave different? So tomorrow when you join civil services, every day you'll be speaking people from different sections, people from different walks of life, people will come with different problems. So how will you understand what is the real problem? To know not just the problem, but the sociological background of the problem. I'll give you a very simple example. A farmer committed a suicide. Do you think it's a personal problem of the farmer? Do you think it's a personal problem of the farmer? Okay, let me make a question more lively. Just 3-4 days before, an UPSC aspirant in Indore, she committed suicide after the prelims exam, just after the prelims exam. It's not something. Can we say that that is only her problem? In UPSC aspirant, she gave an exam. She felt she could not do it well. Prelims, this year prelims only. So immediately after the prelims exam is over, she committed a suicide. Do you feel that only she is responsible for that problem? Okay. Then let me ask the question another way. Why do you want to prepare for civil services? Come on, dear. Why do you want to prepare for civil services? What is the reason? Hmm? It's okay, not UPSC interview, dear. You can tell. Don't know, sir. Very good. So motivation. So one word came. Motivation from father, sir. Wow. Boys are saying, sir, dowry, sir. Wow. Before itself thinking about dowry. Correct. Social status, salary, power, sir. Nice. Now, father. So we're talking about family only. Motivation. We are talking about some external situation only. Yes. No, someone said, sir, I want to serve nation. Very good. Service mindset. True. So come in, come in. So if you look at, yes, serve people, sir. So which means all our answers are coming from our sociological perception. Everything is correct. Money is correct. Power is correct. Of course, dowry is also correct. Status is also correct. So suppose after the class is over, some fight is happening on the street. So two boys are fighting with each other for a girl. I mean, the cause of the fight is a girl. What will you do? Come on, dear. One answer, don't interfere, sir. Very good answer. Sociology answer. Why we should not interfere, dear? What you said is correct. Why are you saying why we should not interfere?
Because
Yes, if they create a law and order problem, then it is not the personal problem, it becomes social problem. You are sleeping in the class, not sleeping, just you are sleeping in the class. So anything wrong to the society? No. So whenever there is one person, he is interacting with different people at different places in different context. Observe all those interactions scientifically. That is called as sociology. Simplest definition, whatever we are doing every day, just observe them, analyze them scientifically with rationality and ask the questioning mindset. Why are you doing this today? Sir, what is the situation we are responding in such a way? So different terms are there. So before we proceed with, all of you aware that UPSC prelims mains interview, yes? So did any of you have written this year prelims? No, all are freshers only. Some online students, okay, they have written and they are about to write mains this year also. Hopefully. So very few of you. So before you start your journey, UPSC journey, what you supposed to do, sir? Take today A4 paper and write. Why do you want to prepare for UPSC? List out whatever reasons that comes to your mind. Paste that A4 paper sheet in your room regularly before going to sleep. Before you get, after getting up from the sleep, keep looking at it. Why, sir? What is the reason for this? We should know what we are doing first. There should be clarity. Who came to Ashok Nagar? Obviously, you came there. Correct. So, for what purpose you came? So, obviously, we should know. See, I'm just casually asking. If I ask a question today, if I ask you to write right now, why do you want to prepare for UPSC? You may give very raw answer. So, after 1 month, if I ask, after socially class are over, if I ask the same question, answer will be improved. By the end, you complete sociology optional course. Definitely, answer will be improved. Better answer will come. So, everybody in society is trying to improve their status. Obviously, so rich person want to become richer and richer to richest. Poor person want to come out of poverty line. Yes. So, before you start anything, first have a clarity. Why do you want to prepare for UPSC? You need not answer me. You have to answer to yourself. Correct. Then do SWOT analysis. What do you mean of SWOT analysis, sir? It is for those who gave the attempt also, those who are about to give the attempt also. Before 2026, I hope all of you are going to give attempt in 2026. So I hope you know syllabus of UPSC also. Yes, prelims is descriptive, mains is objective, correct only? Oh no, they changed the pattern. Oh, prelims is objective, mains is descriptive. Okay, let me ask this question. What are the objective of prelims questions, sir? I hope some of you seen the prelims paper also. So what is the purpose of prelims GS paper one? History, geography, polity, economy, general science, science technology, current affairs, CSAT, paper 2, comprehension, all this, correct only? So what is that they're trying to test us? Our knowledge. Okay. Okay, let me ask the question reverse way. You selected a particular dress. You purchased a particular dress. So what all parameters you consider while selecting a dress? Wow, color, size, quality, price, offers. Obviously, offers also, design, and so on. Suppose you like a particular dress very nice. Price is just 99,990 only. How much, sir? 99,999 rupees only. What will you do? రెండు చేతులు జేబులో పెట్టుకొని కోటికి వెళ్ళిపోవడమే. So you feel it is a burdensome. Yes, you'll try to walk off to some other bazaar where it is available for very cheaper price. Why you feel it is costly? Suppose in some other shop, they gave 1 day offer. Any dress only for 9 rupees. Just imagine what will happen. Earthquake will happen in the shop. Probably. So if price is too high, We are saying it is too high. If price is too low, we are worried about the quality. Similarly, your mother told, come on, bring some vegetables today for home. So you'll be careful in selecting. Definitely you'll be careful. అబ్బాయిలకైతే తెలీదు సో అమ్మాయిలకైతే అట్లీస్ట్ దిల్ చెక్. So if you're so careful in selecting a vegetable for your house, if you're evaluating so many parameters in buying a dress, how careful UPSC should be in handing over the future of the nation to an officer for 30 to 35 years. Obviously, who are civil servants? IAS, IPS, IRS. Meaning we are handing over authority legitimately with the constitution to serve the nation for next 25 to 35 hours, or almost 25 to 35 not hours, years. Correct only? So they're looking for certain qualities. Prelims. What qualities they are looking, sir? As he said something. Basic understanding of these subjects, plus conceptual clarity, plus interlinking of them with the current affairs. So history. Why should we study history, sir? So many things have happened in the past. We have to learn from that so that we will not repeat the mistakes and we'll try to change it. Your phone has history. Some history is deleted, of course. So, but again, so many events have happened in the past. So we're trying to learn something from them, obviously. So what should we learn from geography? Resources which are available. Correct only? Before you are getting posted to a particular district, what are the minerals available? What are the resources available? What is the population? What are the dynamics? That is only called as geography. Polity. How to make the work done, how to use the rules, how to not to use the rules, how to escape from the rules. All this we supposed to know. That's called as polity. Economy. How to do not how to do corruption. So how to use the resources in the best possible manner for yourself, for your welfare of the society. Science and technology. How best to use science and technology for welfare of yourself, welfare of nation, welfare of all. Correct? So the objective of the prelims is to test basic understanding of a candidate in all these subjects, basic concepts and conceptual clarity. Correct? So paper 2, English comprehension, he said. All of you know that is just a qualifying nature. So in prelim, they're talking about whether you're simply by-hearting from the book or are you learning and understanding. So it is not about the knowing of the definition. It is about understanding. So what I expect you to do SWOT analysis of GS paper 1, the recent prelims. Take that paper, identify your positive areas, your negative areas, your equal areas. When I say negative areas, whichever subjects you don't know, or your knowledge is zero, or some of you have taken coaching already, you are not so comfortable with some subject, you are not so comfortable with some particular chapter. First list out in GS paper 1 I'm talking about, prelims. List out your negative areas. Positive areas are where you are comfortable, you are okay with it. So equal areas are like current affairs. You can also score, others also can score. First, identify your negative areas. Very, very important before starting the preparation. Everybody does the mistake. What is the mistake, sir? Ignore completely negative areas. Focus only on the positive area. Unfortunately, UPSC is known for unpredictable service commission, unique public service commission, observed public service commission. Because we are so lucky, whatever we ignore, from that only most of the questions will come. Because we are lucky. True? So it's okay. From now onwards, next till December, try to have a roadmap. 6 months target, monthly target, try to complete in GS. So try to cover paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4. Look at the syllabus, identify into your negative areas, positive areas, equal areas. A fresher, for him, everything is new, nothing to worry. You go by paper wise according to your choice. So try to cover prelims perspective as well as mains perspective. And coming to the mains, why did they keep this descriptive paper? What could the logic? You have to write GS, essay, ethics, optional 2 papers. What could the logic? What is that they're testing through our answer writing? Yes, you write to know what you think. You write to know what you think. Of course, you are writing without thinking sometimes, but generally, the thought gets materialized in the form of writing. Yes. Again, who make the laws? In political study, procedure of the bill, passing of the bill, who prepare the draft of the bill? Obviously, the secretaries in all the departments. Who are those? So which means tomorrow when you become an officer, you are dealing with the higher authorities, you are dealing with your subordinates, you are dealing with the public. When you draft a law, not only you should understand, others also should understand, and people should know what you are writing, what you are expressing to the other person, correct? Personality test. Personality is not just formed in a single day. What you are today is not just reaction of just 1 or 2 days. It has been over a period of so many years of socialization process. I'm simply saying we're expecting certain qualities in a candidate at prelims level, at mains level, or at personality test. Nobody is 100% perfect, but whoever is near to their tick list, they'll be inside the list. So just like I asked you a question, price, color, size, similarly, basic knowledge, answer writing skills, communication skills, so leadership skills, suitability, emotional stability, whatever, they have their own parameters. Okay? Now cuts are the story. In mains, so all of you know that you need to select one optional, correct? Do you know the pattern of the optional? Did any of you seen how the questions are given in the optional? No, sir. I didn't write prelim set, sir. Main set, sir. Any idea? No idea. Oh my God. Optional has how many marks at least? 500 only? Oh, every optional 500 only? Okay, every optional has 500 marks. Paper 1, 250 marks. Paper 2, 250 marks. But in the question paper, this is what happened to last time a main student. He did not understand the pattern and he lost straight away 50 marks. What were the instructions given in the UPSC mains optional paper, sir? Paper 1, 8 questions will be there. Paper 2 also 8 questions will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, one section. 5, 6, 7, 8, one question. So section A, section B. First question is compulsory. Fifth question is compulsory. 10, 10, 10, 10, 5 questions will be there. Okay, are you able to follow? Yes. So two sections are there. So let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Question number 1 is compulsory. Question number 5 is compulsory. In any optional. Paper 1 also, paper 2 also. There is no choice. That's meaning of the compulsory meaning. Compulsory means you have to attempt. Otherwise, you will lose the marks. Correct? This is no problem, sir. So out of 250 marks, in this subsections will be there A, B, C, D, 5 into 10. So 5 questions, 10 marks. Fifth question also same, 5 into 10. So out of 250, 50, 50, 100 is over. So still we have to cover 150 marks. UPSC pattern in optional is from the remaining questions. Means question number 1 is compulsory, question number 5 is compulsory. So out of 250, already you attempted 100. Still you have to attempt 3 questions. Out of 250 means, so choice is there only between these. But again, there is a condition that at least, look at the word, at least you have to attempt one question from each section. Meaning of the condition is that I cannot attempt all the 3 questions from only one section. If I attempt all the 3 questions from one section, the third one will not be counted. I mean, either you attempt 2 from this, 1 from the opposite. Either you attempt 2 from this, 1 from the opposite. Did you understand what the meaning of the statement? So last time one of our students did not understand this. He wrote all these 3 and came, sir, I have written very good. He did not attempt 50 marks because only 2 into 5. So 100 and 100 only will be counted. For every optional, paper 1 also, paper 2 also. Did you understand? Once again, I'll explain. 250 marks, 5 questions, 50 marks you have to attempt. 1 is compulsory, 5 is compulsory. Paper 1 also, paper 2 also. The remaining choice is there, no doubt. But the meaning of the choice is out of at least one question should be attempted from either of the sections. Meaning your choice. Whichever you are comfortable, 2 questions from this part, 1 question from the other part. Or 2 questions from the other part, 1 question from the other part. Did you understand the meaning of the pattern? For every optional, this is the choice. Earlier it was not like that, but in the recent trend. So this is the pattern for UPSC mains. Hope this is clear now. Yes. So if you have understood this, in mains optional, you have seen the notification. It is clearly mentioned. In optional, UPSC is going to test the knowledge of honors level. Have you heard about something called honors level? Any idea what is meaning of honors level? BCom honors, BA honors. Heard about some degree? So honors is a level of degree mostly offered by deemed universities in which it is higher than graduation, lesser than post-graduation. Their syllabus, their quality, their content, depth of the subject is something higher than graduation, something just less than post-graduation. Those type of degrees are called as honors degrees. Whichever optional you take in UPSC notification, clearly it is mentioned depth of the questions and the standard would be at honors level, meaning whichever optional you like, whichever optional you take, you should try to improve your knowledge to such a level where questions are up to honor standard. Able to follow what I'm saying? Suppose you are taking sociology optional. So questions will be something graduation level and something more than that. So this is what is mentioned in UPSC notification itself. So first clarification. Second clarification. How do we choose optional? I assume that most of you already have selected the optional, but there are some students who are 18 dilemma. So the answer is only you know the better. But I'll just give a tick boxes. So first, suppose All India first ranker has selected some particular optional, say whatever. Does it mean that if we take that optional, we get All India first rank? No, dear. First and foremost, interest. How do you know you like that particular subject or not? I'll give the solution also. Whichever you listed out the optionals, 1, 2, 3, out of that you want to short it out. So probably read any topic from that continuously for 2 to 3 days, long hours, not short hours, long hours, maybe 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. Just think how are you feeling about it. And also try to make a summary of what you are reading. Synopsis. Try to make a summary of what you are reading. This is for those who didn't decide. Syllabus, scoring potential, answer writing, availability of the resources, availability of the faculty, mentor, and overlapping with the GS syllabus. Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, plus which help in answer writing, which also help in essay, which is also useful for your personality test, plus after service also some optionals are useful. So these are the tick boxes. So most of you already decided sociology. So those are online students, those are yet to decide. So interest, tick box, scoring potential, trend in the last 4 to 5 years, tick box, availability of the resources, availability of the faculty, overlap with the GS. Why is there overlap with the GS? There are some optionals. If you just prepare for that optional, it will overlap with the GS paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4. So you are not just preparing for 500, you are preparing for almost 900 plus. Almost. So many options are overlapping directly with GS. Time and return ratio is more with these optionals because they're overlapping nature. And some subjects requires technicality, some subjects does not require any specific background. I would say consider your academic background also in selecting an optional. So once you list out, once you come to know, now coming to sociology specific, why should we take sociology, sir? Average score 292, 320 plus in the last 4 to 5 years. Plus syllabus. Everybody will say syllabus is so short, but not so short. Okay. Defined scope of the syllabus. Third, easy to understand. Anybody can read it, anybody can understand, except clarity is required for thinker chapter. Except clarity is required for thinker chapter. Fourth, should we refer multiple resources, sir? No, dear. I will select the resources for you wisely. Already selected wise resources, you have to do multiple revisions. So for those who take admission here, we are going to provide. So books also, nothing to worry, it will be given to you. So I suggested selected resources, that resources will be given to you. And most important, so this will overlap with GS paper 1, Indian society, social justice in paper 2, paper 3, land reforms, plus social problems, paper 4, family, ethics and society, and invariably essay also. Most important in personality test. If an interview question is asked on contemporary issues with sociological background, you can give a balanced answer. And over and above that, tomorrow you are joining in the service to solve social problems only, to address social problems only. So your sociological background will help you in understanding social problems wherever you are posted. So I'm just saying advantages of sociology optional. Okay. Now, before we proceed with how preparation strategy should be, for any optional strategy, I would say first 2-3 days, look at the syllabus. Now, anyway, I'm going to explain the syllabus also. So, how preparation strategy is supposed to be? First, look at the syllabus and look at the previous year questions. It will be given to you. Each topic-wise analysis questions also will be given to you in book list. So, topic, previous year questions, themes, sub-themes. After that, classes, notes, revision, answer writing. I told very easily, but the steps are difficult to follow. Syllabus, previous year questions. When you look at the previous year questions, you'll understand broad themes, headings, subheadings, different trends and change, all that. Next, whatever faculty is giving class notes, plus you have to make your own notes and frequent revision, answer rating. So plus continuous test. This is the approach. Now coming to sociology specific. So I'll spend some time on sociology subject. Why should we select sociology? Also, what are the various components of sociology? Syllabus discussion. So after that, I'll be telling how course structure will be there in our classes. So from Monday onwards, we are going to start actually sociology syllabus structure. In that, every day we'll be discussing a topic for 1 hour or 1 hour 45 minutes. Last 15 minutes compulsory answer writing in the class itself. So you have to do answer writing. But before that, we should get some basics of answer writing also. I'm just asking a curious question. So those who selected already sociology optional, why did you select sociology optional? Those already selected. Okay. Don't say sir, because my friend is coming, I'm coming, sir. And because of Vishnu sir, we selected sociology optional, sir. No. Everybody is running on different tracks. Tracks are different. Your wavelength, unknowingly, your thought process is aligned with that particular subject. You accept it or not, that is a reality. Your personality, your thought process is aligned with that particular topic. That's the reason why you got inclined towards it. Same movie, different people understand in a different way because of their thinking process. Yes? So no specific background is required for sociology optional. Anybody can easily understand it. Now coming to very easy question. So what is sociology, sir, or what is society, sir? Now, before going to this, so many people have so many doubts. So this is clarification about myself, but out of syllabus, no need to write. So I have done MA in economics and MA in sociology. I worked briefly as ACAO in Intelligence Bureau, Ministry of Home Affairs. Also worked as administrative officer in ISRO, Department of Space. Cleared UGC NET and AP set. So for sociology, so this is out of syllabus. I have been teaching from 2015, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad for UPSC aspirant. Optional sociology, GS, economy. Let's come to specifics of sociology itself. Okay. So out of syllabus, no need to remember. Now, significance of sociology for civil services. A very simple answer I told you already. Every day, an officer is interacting with the public. So the way we behave with our subordinates, the way we behave with public will represent our personality and character. There are so many IAS officers, when they are being transferred, public came in support of them and they request the government to not to transfer. There are so many IAS officers, IPS officers, public said, please transfer them. Did you understand what I'm trying to say? So tomorrow when you become an officer, whichever department you are there, obviously when a common man comes to us, how you respond, how you react, how you behave with them, that is what is your sociological background. See, very simple example I'll give. A baby is crying continuously on the road. Nobody is there. Small baby is crying. Look at the way women respond. Look at the way men respond. Even if the baby is not their child, women will suddenly go there and protect that baby, give whatever. That is their empathy, that is their sympathy, obviously. So which means why UPSC aspirant need sociology, sir? First and foremost, so many students gave the answer, sir, we want to improve our socio-economic status, sir. Obviously, sociology answer only. You want your family status to be improved. You want your financial status to be improved. Most important, you want all your relatives to be respected to you. Correct? Apart from that, so what is society? Our interaction with individuals only, obviously. So where it is useful, sir? Actually, if you get selected for civil services during the training in Mussoorie, they'll be taking you to Bharat Darshan. Bharat Darshan is a program where civil servants are divided into batches and they're taking them to a poor backward area to stay there for 1 week and study really the problems and come up with the solutions. So everybody, IRS, IPS, IAS. So what is that they're trying to ask? Now that we tested your theoretical knowledge, how responsive you are toward the society. Obviously, apart from that, the way social issues are understood from common man perspective, from officers' perspective is different. How, sir? All of us know Anti-Dowry Act is passed in 1961. Some of you know already. Yes, Anti-Dowry Act is passed in 1961. What is the meaning of the act, sir? Any amount that is taken above 5,000 rupees is considered as dowry, and punishment is 5 years imprisonment, both for giving and both for taking. Boys are thinking, sir, what are you saying? I repeat once again. According to the Act, any amount that is given above 5,000 rupees so will be considered as dowry and 5 years imprisonment for giving as well as for taking. So this is the Act passed in 1961, but still dowry continues in India. So a civil servant, sociology optional, all India first ranker, he said, I don't want to take dowry. So he wants to marry a poor girl from a remote very background. So look at the way family react, look at the way friends react. So look at the way society reacts. Everybody knows it should not be done, but still people are doing it. So socially will give the answer. Why certain people are following, why certain people are not following. Why certain things are conveniently followed, why certain things are conveniently modified. One more example. If I ask you right now, is corruption good? Can you take bribe? Everybody will say the answer is no. Correct? During Mussoorie training also everybody will say answer is no. But after that, what is happening, sir? Why? Recently, GST commissioner, income tax commissioner got arrested in fraud in Hyderabad itself. Bribing, just bribe while taking bribe around 50 lakhs or 60 lakhs. So if the person has written an answer that corruption is not so good, but the same person is being involved in corruption later, what happened? What influence made that person to change that character and personality? Obviously, social influence. So apart from that, I'm just looking from positive perspective only. Most important, you will become a better individual and complete individual with the sociological understanding. Now, poverty, unemployment, illiteracy, backwardness. So rich, poor, rural, urban, educated, uneducated. So look at all of us know the definition of the democracy. But do you really believe that democracy is working in reality according to the definition? So society. The role of the sociology is at prelims level, mains level. At prelims level, how, sir? So many current affairs questions are asked from welfare policies, social issues, and social justice. So direct questions are coming. Anemia Mukta Bharat is related to. A specific scheme is given, which ministry is implementing it. And recent government decision related to a particular social welfare policy. So prelims also it is there, mains also it is there, at interview level also it is there. So most important, whichever is your background, after reading sociology subject, you will become a better individual to serve the society. Okay? So you will tell the answer after reading certain topics. So if you look at sociology, we are going to study different dimensions. Politics, we are going to study. Religion, we are going to study. Caste, we are going to study. Stratification, we are going to study. Science and technology, we are going to study. It is covering a holistic understanding which is required for essay writing. What is essay writing? A topic has to be understood from multiple dimensions: political, historical, cultural, economical, legal, environmental, and social. So, sociology background will help in that. Rural sociology. Why did you come from your native place to Hyderabad, dear? What is the reason? You are from somewhere, some native place in Andhra or Telangana or Karnataka or somewhere. Why did you come here? What is the reason? Correct. So people are moving from one place to the other place. That we call it as migration, immigration, emigration, step migration, rural area, urban area. Correct. So what is the problem that you observe in your native place, in your rural area? India is shining, India is glittering, but Bharat is still in dark. India recently emerged as fourth largest economy in the world by crossing $4.3 trillion of GDP. But only 75 till 75% of the Indian villages do not have purified drinking water. Road connectivity is not there, transportation is not there, primary healthcare centers are not there. So many tribal villages are not recorded in the government history at all. So how can you say that you eradicated poverty, you eradicated unemployment, you have done social justice if all these problems are there? So sociology is going to provide us where are we failing? So for the last 75 years, we launched a poverty eradication program, unemployment eradication program, sanitation program, social welfare policies, reservations. Every year, government is spending so many lakhs of crores of the budget, but where are we lagging? Why what the district collector is giving the order is not being finally implemented by the time it is reaching to the beneficiary? So this is called as rural sociology. So we are going to study village system. In village, how different occupations are there, different castes are there. So how village people behave, how urban people behave, what are their food habits, what are their dress habits, bondage among them, emotional attachment among them, families, support system, relatives, politics, so internet. This is called as rural sociology. So actually, during the training, you'll be given a project. You will be studying a backward remote village in most backward district, and you'll be staying there. You'll be directly going interacting with the public, and you will suggest to the government what can be done to improve that rural area. So which means this will help you in understanding the rural problems in a better manner. Also, now we are saying we are from urban area, but everybody's roots are there in rural area only. Can we say that? That's what Mahatma Gandhi said, Grama Swaraj. So, what type of facilities we can provide in rural areas so that upliftment can happen? You will be surprised. Many of the rural people in India are suffering from so many diseases because they are not able to have purified drinking water. Ministry of Jal Shakti, Jal Jeevan Mission. Yes. So, where are we failing in governance and implementation? What is the reason for the bridge? MG Narega scheme, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Grama Sachivalayalu, village secretariats. So before, when you understand this rural sociology, tomorrow when you are formulating a scheme as an officer in the government, your insights will help the government in coming with a better policy. I'll give a simple practical example to understand how rural sociology helped in coming with a welfare policy. So before, when Dr. Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister, they observed that people are migrating, especially in summer, from the rural area to urban area. Because of too much of migration to urban area in search of work, in search of everything, slums are getting formed. So they asked the IAS officers, come up with a solution. So they went and they found out the reason why people are migrating from rural area to urban area, especially during the lean season, is when there is no agricultural work. They are unskilled. They only depend upon agriculture. Their main source of living is agriculture work only. So when agriculture work is not there, when rainy season is not there, they're simply idle. So they're migrating to the city because they cannot afford. All are living in a small place. It is getting formed into as a slum. So they came up with a solution. Whenever agriculture work is not there in the rural area, let government offer a livelihood. That is the reason why MG Narega scheme came. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, Scheme 2006 by observing rural sociology only. Again, you will be surprised. Some of the villages, even right now, all the village households do not have flushed toilets. It is a reality in India. Still, open defecation is happening in India. Meaning, unlike people are going to a flushed toilet in the urban area, in the rural areas, even right now, people are going towards Dry toilet, meaning they take the water and go in different places. Defecation, open defecation, it is called as. So many diseases are happening, health problems are happening. In fact, earlier community dry toilet was there. Those who were cleaning manually this, they were called as manual scavengers. Others don't want to touch them, it became untouchability. So Article 17, abolition of untouchability. So government come up with a program and government came up with a program and said, Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan, Central Sanitation Program. Now Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Ek kadam swachhata ki aur. One step towards cleanliness. All of us know about Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Look at our room, how clean it is. Look at our hostel, how clean it is. Look at yourself, how clean it is. I mean, how clean you are. I'm not just talking about physical cleanliness, mental cleanliness also. So just because we launch a scheme, does it mean the scheme will be successful? No, unless and until you bring change in the social behavior of the people. So that is what sociology is going to provide you. Just because I'm coming and telling you, you may follow it, you may not follow it. But if I bring a social change in your behavior, I need not tell you, you will only follow it. For any scheme to be successful, we have to bring social change and behavioral change in the minds of the public. Obviously, then the scheme will become successful. Able to follow? That is the reason why we'll study rural sociology. What is then rural sociology, sir? Primarily the problems of villages. How do we improve them? How do we connect them with the mainstream society? How do we address them? So this is called as rural sociology. Then just now I said urban sociology. All of us staying in urban area only. Basic definition. Based on the occupational division, based on the percentage of the workforce, areas are classified as rural and urban. Most of you know, more than 75% of people are working in non-agricultural occupation. Then that is called as urban area, metropolitan cities, all that. So I said people are migrating from rural area to urban area. But during COVID-19, we have seen interesting phenomenon, reverse migration. This year mains question came in sociology paper 2. Discuss the reasons for reverse migration in the recent time. What is reverse migration? People are moving from urban area to rural area. So there is one author, popular author, R.C. Guha, Ramchandra Guha. He stays in Bangalore. He writes in his book, Bangalore is the most dangerous city in the world. I'm not saying, I don't want to defame Bangalore, but he is expressing his opinion. Of course, Bangalore is a very nice place, pleasant weather, coffee, IT hub, Silicon Valley. Of course, traffic problem is there. Of course, traffic problem is there, correct? But a person is saying, he is giving the reason. So he is trying to say, after 5 years or 10 years, people will migrate from Bangalore to the nearby rural areas. He is trying to say that there is a water problem, there is a urban problem, food problem, unorganized, I can say unplanned urbanization, the reason. So it is a perspective, of course. So education, healthcare, infrastructure, better standard of living, skilled labor, all these are there in the urban area. That's the reason why we are migrating to urban area. Urban societies also problems are there. What are the problems in urban societies, sir? Crimes are increasing, slums are getting formed, sanitation. Now, an interesting question came. Yes, during rainy season, urban floods is a common phenomenon. If small rainfall comes, that's all, swimming only, nothing to do. So rural areas also have peculiar problems. Urban areas are having peculiar problems. 73rd Amendment, 74th Amendment is passed. Just because we passed amendment, does it mean that really they're getting materialized? We gave powers to them, but we are not giving resources to them. Decentralization, is it really happening to urban area? So municipalities, municipal corporations, what are the problems that are faced by metropolitan cities? Different cultures are coming now in the urban area. How about weekend family culture? Better don't know. How about dink culture? Double income, no kids. Double income, no kids. Party, pub, hub, club. Urban areas are having its own problems. Yes. So it means tomorrow when you're posted in the urban area also, you will understand the sociological problems. I'll give a classic example. So you went to Birla Mandir. Outside the Mandir, there is a beggar. You're so kind-hearted person, that to socially optional person, you want to help the society. So you give 10,000 rupees to the beggar. Entire pocket money. Now we became beggars, sir. No, definitely not. You told him, no, no, don't do begging. It's not correct. It's again the human dignity of the life. So with this 10,000, go and do the work, start something. So next day you went again. Again he is begging. See, we help that person. We want to bring him from that, but still he's not coming out. So you need to understand the social circumstances in which he is doing it. So giving money is not a development alone, as our politicians are claiming. Transferring money to the account of the people is not the real development. Increasing income opportunities and generating employment opportunities for the people is the real development. So this is called as urban sociology. Metropolitan cities, we are having so many urban issues which are common for various people. So urban sociology meaning we are going to study urbanization, stages of the urbanization, how before British came to India, how towns were there. After British came, how the towns are developed. After independence, how recent, if you're following China Bridge, infrastructure investment. So Viksit Bharat, obviously we are trying to provide so many resources for urban areas as well as rural areas. Now someone came up with a solution. Let's try to provide urban facilities in the rural areas so that we can stop the migration. Pura, when Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was president, he suggested this Pura, a scheme providing urban facilities in the rural areas. Similar type of infrastructure will be provided in the urban area. That is called as urban sociology. Obviously, gender and society. See, God did not create any inequality. Biologically, someone became male, someone became female. But sociological identity is given. That is called as gender. Biological inequality is male and female. But we assign roles to them, we assign functions to them, we expect someone to behave in a certain way. That is called as gender, sociological identity. So a boy is coming to a class by wearing Punjabi dress. We feel that he's not following the social norms. Correct? We are not expecting because our mindset about a boy, our mindset about a girl is different. So relatives came to a house at that time, husband is cooking. Wife is watching IPL. After going home, what will they tell? Caring husband. See, obviously, who's supposed to cook? Anybody can cook. But why do we expect only always women to cook at home? Because of our perception about gender. So, recent current affairs, first time, female cadets from NDA came out for the first time. Yes, obviously. So, women empowerment. Women are recruiting combat roles also. You can expect a mainstream sociology optional also. So, gender and society. Now, very inhuman things are happening in the name of the society, especially in the name of the gender. I'll give you an example. Female foeticide, female infanticide, sex selective abortion. See, we say on paper, both boys and girls are equal. But in reality, in implementation, still our sociological perception is not accepting girls and boys as equal. So boys are considered as assets because they get dowry in the future. Girls are considered as liabilities because whenever they are going out, they'll take out the dowry. And according to economics, both are non-performing assets. Yes, but attitude. It's a very simple example I'll ask. Suppose you want to buy toys for a boy for your relatives. So relatives have some newly baby born male boy. So what type of toys will buy? Gun, car, bullets, astronaut, jeep. Why not kitchen set? Why not doctor set? Why not makeup kit? Oh, baby boy will not play with them. He does not know, but we are thinking that boy so is associated with all this. If it is a newly born baby girl, what type of toys will buy? doctor set, kitchen set, makeup set. So gender, it is in your mind. The perception is there and mental construct is there. Why India's ranking in gender inequality or why India's ranking in gender equality index is such a cause of concern? Why women harassment is there at workplace? Why still her identity is always associated with his identity in the Indian society? Her identity is her identity only. But why are you always social mobility restrictions, occupational restrictions, economic restrictions, family restrictions, work restrictions, everywhere? We are saying that we are treating them equally, but unfortunately, no. So, best example for gender discrimination is Kargil girl. So, heard about Gunjan Saxena, a nice movie? You have to watch once, especially for sociology optional students. Whenever parents say, especially girl, so if they discriminate you, if they say tell you are a girl, you cannot do anything. Ask parents to watch this movie. Movie name is Gunjan Saxena. For the first time, a girl is becoming pilot. That too, she participated in Kargil War. She saved so many people. Nobody was willing to support her during the selection process, during the training process also, because she's a girl. But later they understood that you cannot judge a person based on the gender. You have to look at their capabilities, but not at the gender. Of course, movie is about inspiration, but movie is essentially talking about how Indian society is having gender discrimination. Male ego is not accepting a girl to be a lady boss. Several lady IPS officers were not promoted to the rank of the DCP because they were female. Court said heavily, what is this nonsense that you are doing? Earlier, women were not recruited in combat roles. Now, women are recruited. Recent Operation Sindur. Heard about Sophia Kurosi, Omkar Singh? So there is a change. She's called gender and society. Broadly, I'm talking about. So apart from that, population and society. Now, recent current affairs. Government said that census will be conducted in 2027. We are not just looking at only population in sociology. Their problems are we are going to cover class status, occupational status, reservation benefit, welfare policies. So BPL, APL category, poverty, unemployment, inequalities. All this is called as population and society. So Malthusianism, we are going to cover a theory which says that in India, population is growing in geometric progression, but resources are not even growing in arithmetic progression. Stress is created. That is called as population and society. Social problems. So I asked a question. What are the social problems that you see even right now? Poverty, unemployment, inequality, gender discrimination, hmm? Caste discrimination. Very good. Class discrimination, regional discrimination, racial discrimination, ethnic conflict, communal conflict, extremism, regionalism, Naxalism, Maoism, terrorism, all are social problems only. So, do you think only military action is the solution for this problem? No. Holistic understanding of the problem from sociological background will come up with a multi-pronged approach to start the solution. I'll give a classic example. In left-wing extremist states, we used to think we can control it by doing military action. The government understood that alone is not working. So we started providing roads there, schools there, water there, buildings there. We started providing all type of support system to the local people. Government started providing skill development courses to youth in this area. Government also started getting the trust of the local people because we understood a social problem is not just a personal problem. Unless you understand that from political perspective, economic perspective, environmental perspective, legal perspective, cultural perspective, historical perspective, you cannot come out with a better solution. So that's the reason why we study social problems, the sociology of politics. Of course, now we know how politics are happening in Indian society. Correct? Power corrupt the people. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Fear of losing power corrupts even more. Our model code of conduct of the election commission says in the elections, caste, color, gender, region, religion, money should not be used. But our politicians understood that not is missing in the election code of conduct. So in PSAR, they study politics from power perspective. In sociology, we'll study politics from impact on the society and social change. So new government came in Telangana. Does, does it mean that unemployment problem in Telangana is solved? New government came in Andhra Pradesh. Does it mean that social problems in Andhra Pradesh got solved? Government is changing. Names of the schemes are changing, but not the lives of the people. If you say that your democracy is working and socio-economic political justice is happening, politicians are becoming rich and richer, but so many sections of the society are not getting what they're supposed to get. So this is where sociology will study the power and the politics from social dimension. Why only members from two families are ruling one state for so many decades? Why not you and I contest elections? I studied polity, Lakshmikant, parliament chapter, legislature, MLA, MP. We told parents we want to contest elections. What is parents' reaction? We will lose deposit because we will also not vote for you. On paper, we say everybody has equality of opportunity for contesting politics and power. In reality, those who have money, those who have criminal background, more often those who go to jail, they are suitable for politics. So good people like you and me, they are contesting in the elections. What will happen? Our own friend only is not voting for us because we cannot give money to them. So this is the sociological dimension of power and politics. So apart from that, even right now, you'll be surprised in villages when panchayat elections are conducted, mobilization will happen based on caste identity. From our caste only, Sarpanch should be there. From our caste only, ZPTC should be there. From our caste only, so leader should be there. Also, even SC/ST reservations, women reservations are there on paper, but in reality, it is a pseudo authority. Somebody else is controlling them in the name of the power. Why, sir? Certain social issues of the politics are not changing. Again, first generation politicians, present generation politicians, future generation politicians, and look at it. I'm not saying this. Some of the thinkers in PSR they say this. Politics is the game of dirty people. Unfortunately, so many dirty things are happening in the name of the politics, criminalization of politics. So this is the dimension of sociology of politics. Dominant caste, stratification, all that we are going to cover in this dimension. The sociology of economics. Here, economic growth is happening. Economic development is happening, but inclusive growth is not happening. India is shining. $5 trillion economy, $7 trillion economy, Vikasit Bharat, no doubt. But why wealth is there only in the hands of some rich people? While wealth is not getting redistributed to the sections of the society, look at unequal distribution of the resources. Why 95% of India's wealth is in the hands of only 3% of the rich families? So where are we lagging? What is the change that is happening in the society? Why only some families are getting richer? Why life chances are not available for the poor families? So there is called sociology of the economics. Meaning, before you are posted to a district, you will understand what are the economic resources available in that particular area. How can you improve? I'll give a classic example. Suppose in that particular district, we come to know that horticulture is growing. The district is known for horticulture. So you are the district collector. But you understood that these horticulture crops are getting wasted and farmers are not getting benefited. So government is asking your suggestion. What can you tell? What can you suggest? Cold storage facility, imports and exports transportation connectivity. Why not government only start some food processing related to horticulture? Do you understand what I'm saying? So what does that mean? Either you are posted at secretariat or you are posted in the rural area or urban area. So you are understanding the economic aspect. This is where Karl Marx will come. Any change in the society will happen because of economic change. Economic change will bring social change. So we'll call it as infrastructure, superstructure, but mean simple change. Any change in the society, social change is because of the economic change. Why restaurants are growing in the urban area? Why Zomato Swiggy is doing so much business in the urban area? They're earning, they have money, they're doing online ads. Why Zomato Swiggy is not so popular in the rural area? Income is less, so they're cooking for themselves. Okay, this is called as sociology of economics. So if you look at in simple, what is the purpose of sociology, sir? In simple one-line answer. So this is the quote about sociology. The function of sociology as of every science is to reveal that which is hidden. I read the statement once again. The function of sociology as of every science is to reveal that which is hidden, meaning till now whatever perceptions we have about society which is not known to us, we'll understand that from a sociological perspective. So hidden, not revealed. So that will come to know why that person is behaving like that, why that group is behaving like this. A recent example, when RCB victory parade happened, so many educated people went to see that parade. CA gold medalist is there, software engineer is there, scientist is there, doctor is there, small kid is there. Why mob is behaving like this? What happened to their rationality at the time of the behavior? If some celebrity is coming up to a movie, why stampede has to occur? Obviously. So, I mean, we are not here to judge them, but sociology will give us an answer why mob is behaving like that, why group is behaving like this, why people are not questioning what they're looking at. See, every 5 years, at the time of the elections, when politicians come for rally, ideally, what do you expect people supposed to do? Suppose an MLA is coming to your house. Of course, at the end of the 5 years, next elections, he's coming for campaign and is asking you, madam, what do you want for your street? What do you want for your village? What people supposed to tell? What people supposed to ask? Exactly, sir. Water problem is there, sir. Power problem is there, sir. Transportation problem is there, sir. But what people are asking? Exactly. How much money you will give, sir, for vote? How many bottles will be given? How many saris will be given? How many mixies will be given? How many grounders will be given? How do you expect? Then social change supposed to happen unless you change first. And something goes wrong, we are blaming everybody. Government is corrupt. Officers are not doing. First of all, are you honest in selecting the government? So we'll observe why Indian voter is behaving like this. So see in Republic movie, very nice movie. Sai Dharam Tej, you have to watch once. It is about civil servant only. Very nice movie. Movie name itself is Republic. Okay. So the movie theme is that voter is vulnerable. Government need not do anything for the past 4 to 5 years. Just before the elections, give them freebies, they'll vote. So this is the theme of the movie called Republic. A honest civil servant finally will lose his life in the movie. That is the theme, of course. So what is the nature? Socially will give us the answer. Why? Despite model code of conduct, despite, see, one more, you'll be surprised. After elections are over, MLAs will be filing affidavit, MPs will be filing affidavit to the election commission that their election expenditure is less than 25 lakhs. Their election expenditure is less than 50 lakhs. And you are the district collector, returning officer, will be verifying and will be telling, yes, I verified, everything is perfect. An election commission will update that list. Do you believe that? Everybody knows. For panchayat elections, only crores are spent. And look at, see, what we are seeing is not reality. So whatever is hidden, sociology will help you to bring out. What we see in the paper is not news, that is paid views. What we see in the newspaper is not news, that is paid views. They're constructing a reality. Reality is constructed. Power, discipline, the knowledge. That newspaper is trying to create a type of image. That's the reason why that news is written like that. So that is what socialists are saying. Apart from that, if you look at, so father of sociology, August Comte or August Comte, so he says this: ultimate goal of society is to create a new science of humanity. Finally, he is telling there is only one religion, that is called a religion of humanity. Whatever you are doing, it should be for the welfare of yourself, your family, society, community, and overall humanity. So Nobel Peace Prizes are Nobel Prizes. Why did we create Nobel Prizes? Scientific discoveries and inventions should not be used for the destruction of the society. It should be used for welfare of humanity. Universal brotherhood, one of the fundamental duties. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, sarve jana sukhino bhavantu, om shanti shanti shanti. So, this is the purpose why we need to select sociology. And coming to this, in optional, paper 1 and paper 2 syllabus. Now you can see the syllabus. So, I'll just give basic idea only. Look at the first paper. So, paper 1, first chapter. I'll just give a glimpse only, nothing to worry. We are not, no need to note down anything, just to know. So, sociology discipline. So, before we go to first paper, some of the students are asking, sir, what is the difference between? Just check for everybody, same problem. I'll inform. Others inform. Rupa, is it okay? Voice, Madhu, Vivek, Devraj is saying voice is not so clear. For others also same, I'll inform. Just anyone reply. Others. Refresh. If still persist, I'll inform, nothing to worry. Is it okay? Just check once again. Maybe refresh your net connection once again. So what is the difference between paper 1 and paper 2? Very simple answer. Paper 1 is understanding the concept. Paper 2 is applying of the concept. So concept here does not mean we'll by heart. We'll just understand the logic scientifically. So if you look at in paper 1, the syllabus itself says fundamentals of sociology, meaning how the subject called sociology got developed, what are the various thinkers told. So paper 2 is specific to Indian society, application of that to Indian society. I'll give you a simple example. Karl Marx says history is a struggle between the two classes. The two classes are called as haves and have-nots. This is the theory in the first paper. So second paper, in Indian society, we are talking about poverty and unemployment. So peasant revolt started during British time. Peasant revolt started during British time. So why did the revolt? Exploitation of the laborers by the rich. So first paper is saying rich is exploiting the poor. That is a concept. Second paper, see in the Indian society exploitation is still happening. So first paper will provide us broader understanding of the concept. Second paper specific to Indian society applications. So in first paper, so look at sociology, the discipline. Now what is the meaning of this? See, in human evolution, slowly as Homo sapien got evolved, in anthropology they study, physical anthropology they study especially how brain got developed, how bones got developed, all this. But in sociology, finally human being is there. But that human being thought process what happened over a period of time. So which means what we have today in the society did not happen in a single day. It took so many lakhs of years for the present society to be there. So initially marriage was not there, family was not there, kinship was not there, settlement was not there, urbanization was not there, exams was not there, syllabus was not there, rich was not there, poor was not there. From there, what happened to the present? Dark Age, Renaissance, Industrial Revolution, French Revolution, Modern Revolution. It means in simple, the essence of the first chapter is that how did the subject called sociology develop over a period of time? Sir, what is the meaning of this word modernity and social change in Europe and emergence of sociology? Sir, why are you studying Europe only, sir? Why not India, sir? Simple answer. The change happened in Europe because of the industrialization at early age compared to the other parts. Obviously, when industrialization means technology got invented, more modern equipments got used, what happens to wealth also? Obviously, when wealth comes, economic change will bring social change. Now, why did British come to India? For trade, but they understood whoever control the sea route, they'll become the rulers. So which means, so obviously, so you'll study French war, Anglo-Maratha war, so many things. But why Europe, sir? Modern ideas first emerged because of so many people by observing the exploitation in the society. Whatever thinkers we are going to study, they observed the European societies at that point of time and they quoted some ideas. They said something over a period of time, all of them got codified. Finally, a new subject called as sociology got emerged. But there's one person by name Auguste Comte. He's called as father of sociology. Study society from various dimensions holistically, scientifically. That is called as sociology. So essence of the first chapter is actually sociology, how the subject got emerged. Now look at scope of the subject and comparison with other social sciences. Meaning, we are going to cover sociology versus anthropology, sociology versus history, similarities as well as differences. Regular repeated one question is coming. So we are going to cover scientifically also. I'll give a basic example. Sir, what is the difference between sociology and public administration? In public administration, we are more interested in running how the system is functioning. In sociology, we are studying the impact of that system on the society. So sociology also has some history. Yes, we are going to study historical aspects also. In second paper, we are going to study social change movements in India. Vaikum Satyagraha. Actually, historical aspects also we'll study. So, social and common sense. Now, what is common sense, sir? Suppose you are leaving the class. Nobody there in the class. Lights are off. What are you supposed to do? Supposed to switch on or supposed to switch off? Why should we worry, sir? That's not our problem, sir. Supposed to switch off? Yes? Okay. So your friend is throwing chocolate cover on in the classroom. So what are you supposed to tell? Take the paper and keep in the friend's bag. What will you tell? What are you supposed to tell, dear? Don't throw here. Bhargavi, just look at for others also same issue only. I'll inform. Just 2 minutes. ఒకసారి వస్తావా వాయిస్ ఏదో సరిగా వినిపించట్లేదు అంటున్నారు. I inform, just wait for some time, they'll check. If still persist, they'll be able to know. For everybody, same problem, Bhargavi. So I'm asking common sense. So there is a water on the road while you are walking. So what will you do? Will you go inside the water or you'll move away from the water? That is called as common sense. Correct? How you respond based on the environment and the circumstances is called as common sense. But interesting sociology quote. Common sense is most uncommon. Common sense is most uncommon. Example, recent RCB period only. So many lakhs of people are coming to a single gate or single place at common sense simply says that we should have adequate security. Now, is it okay? So, social and common sense will tell us how group of people are behaving. So, anyone online, just check. Is it okay? వాయిస్ వస్తుంది అక్కడ వినిపిస్తుంది నా వాయిస్ నాకు ఒకసారి చెక్ చేయి
కాదు సార్ వాయిస్ సార్కే వినిపిస్తుంది అంట
సరే సో ఓకే till they rectify it, just enjoy the voice message. The first chapter is definitely one question is going to come, but the essence of the first chapter is in simple how separate subject called sociology came. And we're going to cover comparison, sociology, anthropology, sociology, history, sociology, geography, sociology. So, and the sociology and common sense. Now, one answer. Why do we go to marriages? Why do we go to festivals? Entertainment. Oh my God. No dancing for Sangeet. Early function. Why? What is the reason? family function, correct? But nobody is bothering about family. So probably people are thinking about food habits, dress habits, and mostly women are worried about silk sarees, jewelry. Men are worried about bottles. I mean, so water bottles, whatever. So whichever. So sometimes common sense is not so common. Can we say that? So social will bring out why behavior of an individual is not changing after telling so many times. Teacher is punishing a kid because kid is coming every day late, but still kid is not coming in time. So sociology will tell us, don't just punish the kid, try to understand why he is behaving like that. So that the chapter one called sociology, the discipline. In sociology is science. So what is science? What is art, sir? There are some specific principles through which we are trying to explain something that is called as science. 1 plus 2 equal to 3? 2 plus 1 equal to 3? No, sir. Only 1 plus 2 equal to 3, sir. So science, certain specific examples, certain specific events, yes, certain specific areas where principles are derived over a period of time and they have been verified, they have been codified, and they are valid. That is called as science. Now, very simple example. In sociology, there is a belief that when there is no rainfall, you have to do marriage for the frogs. కప్పలకు పెళ్లి చేస్తే వర్షం వస్తుంది. I mean, it's a sociological belief. So whenever rainfall is not there, you have to do certain rituals, then rainfall will come. Now, if you believe in the science, but why is so many sections of the society still believe in these rituals also? If scientists are believing, why are they breaking the coconut before launching a satellite? So that is the reason we are going to study this particular chapter called, should we consider sociology as pure natural science? Should we consider sociology as art or a combination or balanced approach? One more example to understand sociology as science. So you are feeling sleepy in the class. Why are you feeling sleepy in the class, sir? Because of the karma that you have done in previous janma. That's what I'm saying. In last janma, you have done some sins. That's the reason why you are feeling sleepy. Do you believe? No, sir. Non-vegetarian food. Because of teacher, you are awake. So, true. So there is a scientific reason for it. So should we consider sociology as science or art? So what is art, sir? Interpretation. What is science, sir? Subject to verification with the principles. But scientific principles are used in sociology also to study. So this is called a second chapter summary. Then third, research method and analysis. So what is this research method and analysis? I'm just asking you, should there be reservation for girls? Should there be reservation for women? Should there be reservation for women? So we are doing a research in society. We are coming with a conclusion. We are coming up with a solution. We are coming up with a scientific study where we are asking. So I'm just asking, how is a particular movie? I'm asking before the movie is released. Is it scientific? How can you tell before the movie itself is released? When I'm asking a hero's fan, what will he tell about the movie? Super duper 365 days. Suppose I ask a person who is critical of the hero, what he'll tell? Waste, headache, whatever. So whom should we ask? A neutral person who watched the movie. This is what socialists are going to ask the public opinion. Who is going to win the elections? Surveys, most of the surveys did not work because sampling was not correct. So this process of sampling, verification, techniques, quantitative and qualitative methods. What do you mean of quantitative and qualitative methods? So National Sample Survey Organization will come to you and will ask, Madam or Sir, how many of your family are earning, sir? How much you are spending, sir? On food, how much you spend, sir? On education, how much you spend, sir? How many cars you have, sir? How many buildings you have, sir? These are the samples of techniques which are used in social issues to get a type. So recent current affairs, government announced that socio-economic census, socio-economic census meaning caste census will be conducted. So this is the chapter which is related to it. How do we conduct? What are the methods we are following? Some questions directly we are asking, some questions we are giving a question to them. So that the essence of this chapter called as research methods and analysis. Fourth chapter, very much important for mains. Out of 250 marks, mark my words, 90 to 100 marks are coming from only this chapter. In first paper, out of 250 marks, 95 to 100, roughly 100 marks are coming only from this chapter, sociological thinkers. Now, what is the nature of this chapter, sir? Suppose you are telling something, I'm telling something to you. There may be credibility, there might be a credibility. But a person whom we call as sociological thinker studied the society, conducted experiments, and said something over a period of time. So you told some idea. After some time, I criticized that idea. Then slowly in the process, so several people came in support of that particular ideology. So that is how the thought got developed. So in sociology, we are going to cover a term called ideology. So who is good? Men are good or women are good? Both are dangerous, sir. No. So both are good. Both are bad also. Good or bad does not depend upon the gender. It depends upon person's behavior and code of conduct. So basis of the first paper is sociological thinkers. But here we will not be starting with the first, second, third chapter. Nothing to worry. The reason why, once you know in the logical sequence, the interlinking will happen better for first, second, third, fourth. So that's the reason why we will not directly start with first, second, third, but I'll give you a basic idea. Karl Marx, historical materialism. One line of historical materialism is very simple. Whenever economic change happens, which is called as infrastructure, it will change the social structure, which is called as superstructure. History is understood by the Karl Marx from class struggle between the haves and have-nots. Specifically, he uses the word bourgeois, proletariat, class in itself, class for itself, polarization of the classes, dictatorship of proletariat. So he divides. He studies history from various primitive communism, Asiatic society, feudal society, socialism, communism. Karl Marx ideology is so appeasing because all majority of the population who are have-nots will easily get attracted toward the ideology because most of the population is have-nots only. This is called as historical materialism. Here we are going to cover so many quotes of Karl Marx which are directly given in essay paper also. Some of the quotations of the Karl Marx are given directly in essay paper also as it is the quotation. History repeats itself, first as tragedy, later as farce. History hitherto is a class struggle. So some of the quotations of the Karl Marx concepts directly were reflected in both sociology as well as essay paper also. And he says, mode of production. How goods were produced earlier, how goods are being produced now, what is the change that is happening? Industrial Revolution 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. When there is a change in science and technology, there is a change in the method of the production, change in the relationship of the production, change in the forces of the production. How it is impacting politically, economically, socially, culturally. So here we're going to cover different societies and their mode of production. Alienation. Some of you are suffering from alienation also in the class. What do you mean of alienation, sir? A person is feeling separate from oneself, separate from work, separate from community, separate from the other people is called as alienation. Are you feeling alienated right now? No, sir. Sometimes, sir. So what do you meaning of alienation? Extreme division of the labor, a person do not like oneself. So here, Karl Marx favorite person is not one person, person is three persons. Correct? Whom society think you are, whom you think you are, whom you really are. Now, whom you think you are? Student who is acting as if listening, not acting, listening only. Whom society think you are? UPSC aspirant. Whom you really are? Only you know. Only you know. So alienation is regular repeated theme because so many people are committing suicide because of extreme pressure of the work. So alienation exists in different forms for different people also. So coming to Emile Durkheim, division of labor, social fact, suicide, religion and society. Again, whether people are working in cooperation with each other or people are working for the exploitation of each other. So one is looking from cooperation, one is looking from positive, one is looking from conflict. But one of the popular theory of Emile Durkheim suicide is recent classic example. Some of the students in Kota heard about Kota in Rajasthan. So most of how students from different parts will come to Hyderabad for UPSC coaching. Students from all over India will come to Kota, a place in Rajasthan for IIT coaching, JEE coaching. So many suicides are reported every year in this particular place called Kota. Now, do you feel that this suicide is a problem of the student or the problem of the parents or the problem of that particular family only? But Durkheim comes and says, no, dear, suicide has to be understood not just from personal problem, from social problem. So he classifies egoistic suicide, fatalistic suicide, anemic suicide, different types of suicide, and he'll give the reason also. Why? Association with the society, away from the society, not able to integrate with the society, unexpected loss. So if farmer is committing suicide, it's not just the farmer's personal problem alone. We need to understand that from social perspective. Apart from that, Max Weber, social action. Why a person is performing an action, and while performing that action, what are the ideals, what are the values, what are the circumstances, what is the expected behavior? So how you behave in a class, your social action is influenced by certain values. When you go to hostel, how you behave is different. Obviously. So one of the popular theory of Max Weber is authority. Types of authority: charismatic authority, traditional authority, legal rational authority. What is power? What is authority?
Power, power,
Power may be legal, may not be legal. I am asking you to do certain things against your will. That is called as power. Power is not associated with the legal position. Whereas authority is legal and legitimate. And power is with the person, authority is with the position. You became an IPS officer. Brown, brown enemy pistol is given to you, bullets are given to you. Can you shoot whomever you want? No. But a criminal has a gun and he's blackmailing. Can you understand what I'm saying? So why power is there only with some people? Bureaucracy. Probably you're going to join in bureaucracy only. What are the ideal qualities of bureaucracy? Why bureaucracy is the best form of the administrative system in present form? Does it mean that only bureaucracy is the ideal form in the society? Or is there any other option available other than the bureaucracy? Apart from that, spirit of capitalism. Here is the word Protestant ethic, spirit of capitalism. He studies how religion is also responsible for wealth, how religion is also responsible for generation of the wealth. So this is the basic idea of Max Weber. Whenever we follow thinkers, we are going to cover triple C approach and comparison approach. Very, very, very easy. But many students and aspirants will ask, should we by heart all the thinkers? Even in a by heart, you just need to correctly understand scientifically meaning of the word. Which means for value addition to get extra half mark, if you remember, suppose some of you are already from BA background, MA Sociology background. So you remember some of the quotations of the thinkers. So you know something more. If you quote, you'll get extra half mark, extra 1 mark. But whenever we follow thinkers, we'll follow the triple C approach for the thinkers. So concept of the thinker, which is called as premise of the thinker. What the thinker is saying about that particular topic, positives, negatives, solutions, critic of the thinker. So who criticized that thinker? Third component, contemporary relevance of the thinker, which we call it a triple C approach. For every thinker, for every subtopic, we are going to make just one A4 paper at the end of our discussion. So, sir, should we remember all the thinkers? Explicitly mentioned 4 or 5 thinkers are there. While we write critic, some 4 or 5 thinkers will come for each of them. So what we do, a tabular form will make, A4 paper will make for each of the thinker and subtopic. So at appropriate time, I'll do the thinker chapter. At appropriate time, I'll do the thinker chapter. But before that, we do some basics. Once you know the thinker chapter is done, almost paper 1, 100 marks out of 250. So which means if you understand correctly the thinkers, highly rewarding in first paper. If you apply them to the real life live examples in paper 2 in the Indian society, you are going to get more marks. So a simple example to understand. And about grade divers, people above 50 years of the age are taking divers. This people who are, aunties and uncles are taking divers. After the decades of the marriage, this new phenomenon is called as grey divers. They are well settled, they are economically very well developed, their children got educated, but still they want divers. What is the reason? What is one of the reasons? Financial independence of each of. What do you mean of financial independence of each other, sir? You also have money, I also have money. You live your life, I live my life. I'm just giving example. You also don't have money, I also don't have money. But so, just to give an example. So what Karl Marx says, economic change will bring the social change. Why diverse cases are increasing in the urban areas right now? What is the reason? One of the reasons. Individuality. Why individuality came? Financial independence. So you are telling economic change is bringing social change. So in second paper when you're writing, one of the reasons why diverse cases are increasing in India is because obviously economic and financial freedom. Earlier, only one was earning, one was dependent, relationship was continuing for long. I'm just giving one example. So it is subject to you. How well you understood the thinkers. Either you can show off your knowledge to the examiner when you apply that to second paper. So one more example I'll give. Functionalism aspect. Yes, financial independence, sir. Structural functionalism. So very simple concept which says, so in society, different social institutions are there. All of them are working in support of each other. Society together as a structure. So each social institution in the society is working in support of each other together. So smoothly society is running. This is called as structural functionalism. So this is a theory. Now, take our own example. Legislature, executive, judiciary. Separation of powers is there. Checks and balances are there. So you're using your structural functionalism theory to explain an administrative setup. Or natural calamity came. Or suppose COVID-19 came. Look at how the change happened in the systems according to changing overall structure. So what does structural functionalism theory says? Different existing social institutions in the society are changing according to the changing circumstances and they're supporting each other in coordination. So society will function smoothly. This is a theory. Look at your family. How many are earning in the family? How many are dependent in the family? How family are supporting each other? Structural functionalism theory, but application you see in real life. So in paper 1, especially when you come to thinker chapter, get all the doubts clarified in the class itself as much as possible. If you remember that you need not by heart, you just correctly understand the context in which it was told, circumstances in which thinker gave that idea, and how that is relevant right now. So that's what we call it a triple C approach. Our notes also will be like that only. So before we go to a thinker, we'll briefly cover biography of that particular thinker. In what circumstances, what he studied, what he observed. So later we are going to cover all these concepts in a tabular form. Very, very easy only, nothing to worry, nothing to by heart. So once you understand thinkers, just apply them, it will become a sociology answer in paper 2. Okay. Now stratification and mobility, highly rewarding chapter in paper 1 after thinkers. What is stratification and mobility, sir? You study the society from various dimensions: caste dimension, color dimension, region dimension, religion dimension. So inequalities. So syllabus itself says directly. So concept, equality, inequality, hierarchy, exclusion, poverty, deprivation, theories of social stratification. So once we do this chapter, what we do in paper 2, similar topics are there. If you look at paper 2, so after stratification mobility, look at paper 2. In paper 2, I'll tell you social classes in India, fourth topic. B, fourth topic. Able to follow? Social classes in India. Fourth, agrarian classes, industrial classes, middle classes. Can you make out any similarity between the two? Stratification mobility is the theorem or theory. Application to Indian society is only this particular specific topic. Can we say that? So what we are going to do? First, we'll cover this in paper one perspective. We'll practice answer writing also from paper one perspective. Immediately, I link this chapter with paper two, this specific topic. Why? Whatever you studied in paper one, you will apply in paper two. Of course, we'll cover the syllabus. I'm just trying to say wherever interrelated topics are there, we'll be covering integrated preparation. Okay. Now coming to 6, work and economic life. Actually, from Monday, we're going to start the chapter only. Paper one, work and economic life. What is work? How is life? So what is the nature of the work? What is the nature of changing circumstances? Formal, informal, organized, unorganized, gig economy. Current affairs question came. 2024 UPSC Mains. Gig economy came in economy paper also. It came in sociology paper also. Work from home, COVID-19 time, question came in the exam. Work from home. Now hybrid model is there. 3 days office, 3 days work from home. So now we are talking about industrial revolution. So all of you are hearing about layoffs because of AI. Layoffs because of AI. Expected recession in US. So simple answer. How the nature of the work is changing. How the economic conditions are changing. So this is 6th. Then look at politics and society. 7th chapter. Already explained. Political sociology. But if you look at specifically in paper 1. Here. Nation, state, citizenship, democracy, civil society ideology. These are also there in paper 2. This topic is there also in paper 2, but we'll study from Indian society perspective. But sociological theories of power. So there is one interesting theory called power elite theory. Only people from some sections of the society in all the dimensions are controlling the power in society. And they are taking decisions for the larger sections of the society. And interestingly, power is shifting only among these elite people. Power is not passed on to the other sections of the society. This is called power elite theory. Apply to Indian politics, apply to India's businessmen, apply to India's wealth. So why only the power is concentrated in the hands of only some people? Why it is getting circulated? That is called power elite theory. Also, protest, agitation, social movement, collective action. But this we are going to study from global perspective. Second paper also, look at in second paper, same unit is there. Politics and society. So can you make out? In C, fourth. Look at in C, fourth. Can you see politics and society? Sir, what is the difference, sir? This is from thinker's perspective. This is from global perspective. This is purely from Indian society perspective. So look at words also same. Nation, democracy, citizenship, political parties, pressure groups. So regionalism, decentralization of power, secularization. Again, our approach will be same. First, we'll be covering this politics and society from paper one. We'll make the notes, short notes, question and answers. Immediately after that, we'll be covering C, politics and society. Do you understand the structure, how we are going to cover? It will create a balanced answer. You'll get more marks because of interlinking of paper one and paper two. Now come back to paper one once again. 8. Religion and society. So we are going to cover totemism, monotheism, polytheism, atheism. So how religions got developed. So how religion is used for exploitation. How religion is a tool of coherence in the society. What Marx said about religion. What Weber said about religion. What Parsons said about religion. This is from again global perspective. So look at paper 2 again. Can you make up similar topic is there? B6, religion and society. So able to follow? Syllabus is in 3 pages, but actually if you interlink both of them, it will come to one A4 paper. Did you understand what I'm saying? Again, what is the difference, sir? We'll talk about specifically Indian communities. In India, what are the various religions? Current affairs. Uniform civil code is there? Current affairs? Uniform civil code? We can expect a mains question. Triple Talaq earlier Supreme Court judgment was there? We can expect a mains question. So which means second paper is dynamic, where we are talking about India's examples. So this is about religion and society. And observe again, 9th chapter, system of kinship. So family, household, marriage, lineage, descent, patriarchy. So all this. Can you make out similar topic in paper 2 also? See, look at yes. So what is the difference, sir? Again, same. From global perspective, what is family? What is marriage? Types of marriage based on locality: matrilocal, patrilocal, matriarchy, patriarchy. How the system of incest started, marriage evolved, definition of the marriage. So global perspective. So second paper we are going to cover in Indian society perspective. Why still some parts of northeastern states and Kerala still are following matrilocal? And one girl recently got married herself, sologamy. Correct only? So can multiple spouses be permitted at the same time? In some religions it is permitted, in some religion it is not permitted. What are the changes that are happening right now in marriage and family and kinship in India? Nuclear family. Earlier, joint family. 3 generations staying together was called a joint family. Now nuclear neo-local family. Latest current affairs. Weekend family. What do you mean of weekend family? Only weekend, all family members will gather at one place. Remaining days, they're working in different places. Need to understand what I'm trying to say? Husband is posted in Delhi, wife is posted in Pune, elder son is posted in Assam, daughter is posted in Andaman and Nicobar Island. Every weekend, they'll go to Bangalore. I mean, or for some tourist place. That is called as weekend family culture. So if you've seen Maharshi movie, weekend farming, what about weekend farming? So new trend, dink culture, double income, no kids, and latest culture, no marriage, no child. No marriage, no child. Indian society only. We are talking about Indian society only. Earlier, one child, one dog policy in China. So simple, first paper will study from theories perspective. Second paper will study from Indian society real life perspective. Now I'll take one example to understand kinship. How the bandage in the family system was there earlier, not our generation, probably our parent generation, grandparent generation. How now the family relationships are there in the present generation? Emotional attachment is less, individuality is growing. And see, look at so many current affairs, extramarital affair, illegal relationships. Brother and fighter is sister is fighting, brothers and brothers are fighting, daughter and father is fighting. So much. Materialism is increasing. Everyone in the society was respecting Indian society because of good value family system. What is happening to our Indian traditional family system? So what are the changes that we're observing in the present Indian family system? Why marriage is getting delayed? J.I. Jaitley committee suggested marriage age, minimum marriage age for the girl should be increased from 18 years to 21 years. Why is he scientifically saying that? What is total fertility rate? What is population stabilization? Why South Indian state CMs are telling that have as many children as you want? I mean, AP CM, Tamil Nadu CM, they told openly to the public, have as many children as you want. Why are they telling like that? What is the change in the population? Demographic transition. This is what we are going to study. Now look at 10th. Social change in modern society. In simple, observe political aspect, observe economic aspect, observe technical aspect, observe environmental aspect, observe legal aspect of the society, that is called as social change. Very simple example. Did any of us study in local language medium or all of us studied in English medium only? Most of us studied in English medium only. Social change or not? Very much. Why most of the Indian students are studying engineering? Also social change or not? Some of our classmates are going to foreign countries. Social change or not? So this is what is called as social change. First paper, global perspective. So look at paper B also. If you look at, so in the paper 2 also similar heading is there. Can you see? Similar heading. Social change in modern society is paper 1. But in paper 2, can you find out where it is there? Social changes in India. So you're looking at specifically from India, how education is changing, how technology is changing, how agriculture is changing, how industry is changing. So which means you're going to link the relevant topic there itself, paper 1 and paper 2. So after this, if you look at second paper, first A, introducing Indian society. Again, compulsory question is there in paper B. I told 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will be there. Fifth question, most of the questions are coming from this A. Able to make out what I'm saying? So fourth is Western thinkers, European thinkers. Paper 2A is specific to Indian sociological thinkers. So there is August Comte is called as father of sociology. So who is called as father of Indian sociology? Those who study probably GS Courier. So we are going to cover what are their studies, Airavati Karve family system, regular repeated themes. Again, functionalists are there in Western thinkers also, conflict are there in Western thinkers also, functionalists are there in Indian thinkers also, conflict are there in Indian thinkers also. Then social structure means how Indian society was there earlier, before British came, after British came, at present what are the change that is happening. Third part is social change. If you look at one of the regular repeated theme in paper 2B is caste system. Continuously questions are asked in caste system regularly every year, highly rewarding, roughly 40 to 50 marks. Why, sir? Because as we said, Indian society is stratified mainly based on caste system. Western society is mainly stratified based on race and class. So you're going to cover racial stratification, class stratification, and caste. But Indian society right now both caste as well as class stratified. But why dominant caste? So why in that particular area, even though interesting phenomenon is there, number of people are low, but controlling is there with them only. Dominant caste need not be always there. The caste number of people should be more. Who is powerful? Why only that particular caste is powerful in that particular area? But interesting phenomenon in Indian society is same caste is dominant in one area, same caste is low caste in other area. Caste difference is there region wise also in India. I mean, person from that caste and comes under SC/ST in one state will come under OBC in some other state, will come under general category in some other state. Why this interesting phenomenon existed? Apart from that, do you really feel that untouchability is removed in India? We are free from caste discrimination? Not completely, sir. Recent current affairs. In a school, a boy from the lower caste was feeling thirsty. He drank water with the tumbler, means normal glass. So teacher came and punished that kid because you from low caste, how can you touch this water and this? And the boy committed suicide. See, look at in which society we are there. One more example for caste discrimination recently. So in Tamil Nadu, public in a hotel and restaurant, before they enter inside the hotel and restaurant, they're asking their caste and subcaste. Only then they can enter. And tea stall and coffee stalls, first they'll ask the question, which caste you belong to, which subcaste you belong to. Accordingly, they'll change the cups. I mean, steel cup for upper caste, relatively. So plastic cup for someone. So look at, still we are not free from social discrimination. It exists in different form. So again, so Ashok Nagar also social discrimination is there. Some types of social discrimination. No, definitely not. So did you sit beside your friend by asking her caste? You know her caste? Her bank balance? No. So urban areas, we are not so particular about the caste. The moment we come to marriage, endogamy, exogamy. You told your parents, there is a surprise for you. So what will they say? We expected this before, that's why we only planned before. So, which means they're caste conscious also, class conscious also. So why we are, see, Gandhi's perspective on caste, Ambedkar's perspective on caste. So caste is based on cooperation with mutual support system of occupational division, according to Gandhian perspective. So according to Ambedkar perspective, it is a tool for exploitation. Both are correct in their own way. Caste in politics, caste in economic wealth, caste in social change, caste in all the aspect. So finally, if you look at second paper, probably is talking about visions of social change. So again, almost same. Last topic, challenges of social transformation, population dynamics, social movements. These are directly going to overlap with GS paper 3 economy as well as history also. Social movement you study in history, religious movement, reform movement, Dalit movement, so environmental movement, backward movement, Chipko movement, Meda Patkar, Narmada Bachao, so whatever, different things are there. Second paper is dynamic. Wherever current affairs are there, what I'm going to do? Last 1 year, whatever current affairs in the specific aspect also we are going to cover in the class. So how our course structure would be? So daily 1 hour, 45 minutes class, 15 minutes answer writing. Choice is up to you. But I suggest start answer writing from day one itself. Why, sir? See, initially when you start answer writing, we will write very raw answer. Slowly, we'll improve the answer. It is not to judge you. Definitely, it is not to judge you. It is to improve you only. Apart from that, how much time is required, sir? Daily 2 hours, at least for next 4 months. Roughly 220 hours. Safe side, I'm taking 30 hours extra only, so 250 hours. But roughly 200 to 250 hours. What you have to do, sir? Books will be given to you. So I'll just tell you that which topic we are going to cover during that particular week. So after the class is over, go back, read it, and I'll refer you specific value addition pages. If at all it is there from this book, so and so page, just read. And for value addition, IGNO BA material, IGNO MA material, whenever the topic comes, I'll be sharing to you. I'll be sharing in Telegram group also. So if you look at it, and I'll be telling you to just give a casual reading. So wherever value addition is required in the answer, I'll be doing it. And probably every week, whoever is topper of the answer will get some surprise gifts also. Not just 5 rupee chocolates. So probably something good. This is for your own to improve the answer writing skills. Now, what is expected from you, sir? Trust the process. Enjoy the learning. And don't feel that you have to buy hard so much. Not required. And those, especially 3-4 students, they're online students also, BA, MA, Sociology students. For you, you just need to focus on only 2 aspects. First paper, thinkers, second paper, Indian thinkers and answer writing. Remaining all is only value addition for you. So what you supposed to do, if you have time, do focus on value addition. So I'll be telling specific areas, chapters from there we'll be doing. So coming to everybody's doubt. Book list. I told you, less luggage, more comfortable. Less luggage, more comfortable. So NCRTs, if you look at, these are the images also. NCRT 11th, 12th Sociology, I made a PPT and posted already in Telegram group. So if you just search also, it will come. NCRT 11th and 12th Society PDF. This is casual reading only. Once again, I am saying casual reading. What is meaning of that, sir? Suppose we are starting a chapter called Work and Economic Life. Just to understand what is work, what is economic life, what is nature of work in science, what is nature of work in sociology, just. But I always start with the basics only. So I assume that you don't read NCRTs. Actually, you're supposed to read. But if you read, it will provide a better understanding of the topic. After completion of the topic also, you can read NCRT and whatever material I'll be giving to you. So class notes will be dictated, nothing to worry. After the topic is over, I'll be dictating the notes also. So we'll be giving in a answer format also. At the end of each topic, test also will be there. And one surprise also will be there every day in a class. I'll ask one of you to revise the previous class in 5 minutes. If not revised, they have to give party to all. Okay with the deal? Okay with the deal? No, sir. Then we don't come only, sir. No, don't do that. Don't do that. See, this is randomly, just for randomly. 2 things. Just to improve your communication skills, just to retain, just to know, recollect what happened. Before starting the class, one of you will come here and will just tell 5 minutes or 10 minutes what happened in the previous class. By seeing or not seeing? Probably not seeing. Probably not seeing. If you see also, that's fine. That is only for recollection. Apart from that, so this will be given to you. I told institute also. So what books will be given to you, sir? So I'll just briefly tell you. We are going to provide you sociology, essential sociology. 2 volumes are coming. Latest edition, paper 1, paper 2. Thinkers Ledger also is going to be given to you. Apart from that, Indian sociological thought, BK Nagma, already I gave list to them. So they'll be providing to you. And this is also institute is going to provide to you all sociology question answers, not answers, only questions, deliberately only questions, not answers, till 2024 listed out. So whenever I say carry this, you have to bring this. Ideally keep every day. After giving, not now. So why, sir? After covering a micro topic, I'll be asking you to refer to the question that is asked from that particular theme. So you'll be practicing the answer structure also. So from books perspective, nothing to worry. I'll leave class notes. If someone is still interested, if still they want to read, don't worry, I have a library of sociology books. Those who are interested. So if you want, whichever book you want, I can provide you. You need not buy. But ideally speaking, what is exam relevant specific only you have to cover. You are not doing PhD in sociology. First clarification. Second clarification, whenever you are reading anything, whenever you are spending anything in UPSC preparation, time and return. Look at this. Time and return. How much time you are studying, how much marks you have to get. Very, very important. Suppose I am reading first 3 chapters, 3 months. Suppose I am reading in my preparation in paper 1, first 3 chapters, 3 months. How many marks I am going to get? Maximum 30-40 marks. Suppose I read thinker chapters first. How many marks I am going to get? You do understand what I am saying? A clever aspirant will do equitable distribution of time, not equal time. And wherever integrated preparation is there, we'll be doing this in the class itself. So you'll get a rough idea. And those are worried about answer writing, nothing to worry. Just after 1 week or 2 weeks, you will get so much confidence. So meanwhile, in Telegram group, daily I am posting daily mains answer writing practice also from current affairs. So some of you don't know Telegram group. Some of you are already members. So IAS Educate, that is the Telegram group. In this daily, I'm talking about GS answer. Daily, I'm posting mains answer writing practice from current affairs. A question is posted and answer is also posted. Morning question will be given, framework also will be given. By evening, answer will be posted. So recent question is on caste census. One more question is on delimitation. One more question is on, sir, why should we know all this, sir? Meaning, if we improve sociology answer writing, not only sociology marks are going to be improved, GS answer writing also will be improved, SA also will be improved. So IAS Educate, that is Telegram group, in sociology folder and mains answer writing practice, anything you can see. Now finally, at the end of the sociology course, what will happen to me, sir? What will happen to you, sir? Definitely read what is mentioned. Craft solutions to society's challenges with a sociology background. I'm not just saying that only as IAS or IPS. No, wherever you are, with your sociological background, you will try to come up with a solution for not just for the problem, and you'll become a better human being. Most important, you'll become a better human being. After 4 months, when you are discussing with your friends, your sociological perspective will come into the picture. Then obviously they'll say your optional is sociology because of the answer that you are giving. Why, sir? Because we are having a rough idea, but we studied so much deeply that finally the real Remo inside you will come out. I mean, not Remo, Ramu will come out ideally. Okay. So still, if you have any doubts, you can ask. So anyway, we're going to start from 9th. So I ideally expect you to come to the classes, probably. So we'll do answer writing from day 1 itself. I'll explaining, I'll give the framework also, all this. So online students, still if you have any other doubts, you can just no. So feeling hungry, feeling angry. Oh my God. So if you look at nothing to worry. And one of your doubts, sir, after completion of the syllabus, what will happen, sir? Nothing to worry. In app, you can access the course for 1 year, which means after your optional classes are over, within 4 months, it does not mean that you cannot listen to the videos. No. So look at what they're offering. So in the app, if you download, you can see the course multiple times also. Apart from that, whichever attempt you are giving, I'm promising this, not from their side, from my side. Probably first, no second, no third. One attempt, one rank. That is our motto. What is that rank? All India first rank. One attempt, one rank, all India first rank. That is our motto. For any reason, you're giving second attempt, third attempt, whatever. Still, support will be there for you. Apart from that, my WhatsApp number will be available to you. Nothing to worry. So Not only in sociological preparation, in GS mains preparation also, if you're getting a doubt, you can text or you can message. Probably I'll reply. If I'm not replying means, so don't get angry. I'll reply after some time. So just try to understand from other person's perspective also in sociology. Okay, nothing to worry. And in Telegram, whenever value addition is there, I'll be posting. For all of them, glossary of terms will be given. So glossary of sociology terms PDF will be given. So nothing to worry. Syllabus copy there always. Every day keep syllabus copy with you. And after they give this new visual mains questions and syllabus copy, regularly bring to the class. So first you should come to the class. Okay. So I hope I entertained you. Thank you so much for your patience, monumental patience. This patience will make you a good officer in the society. Finally, my favorite quote, it's not over till it is over. I repeat, it's not over till it is over. Meaning, till you get selected in Holy PDF list. So we will support you in whatever way is from our side. So from you, what is expected? Regular classes, daily answer writing. Whatever is told to you, just have to follow. Again, don't get trapped in market materials. See, toppers notes or ready-made notes is not a complete replacement to your preparation. When I tell you after the topic is over, your class notes plus selective reading, try to make a short note for each topic also. I'm talking about revision notes. Even if it takes time, start doing it initially. Even if it takes time, start doing it initially. Because at the time of mains preparation, between prelims and mains, time gap is very, very less. Ready-made revision material. So degree PG exams, we thought we would study entire book 1 week before, important chapters, 2 days before. Exactly same thing you are doing from the day one. So you have ready-made material, make A4 chart, so make mind map. So that is purely your choice. And how do you remember, sir? Best example, best solution. Catch some of your friends who is taking coaching in some other institute and explain them what you are studying. Or even if they're not even optional, tell what you studied in sociology optional to them. It will help them in their GS answer writing also. First of all, you should study. So this is from our side. Okay. Thank you so much. So fully will start from June 9th. Okay. So try to come and bring whatever is told you. Thank you.
చిన్న చేస్తాం